replay. I go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Today we had a couple difficulties with uploading the last one, and then I did have a customer come in. So I'm a full-time salesperson, so if I get a customer, I do have to stop to help them. So I'm not sure if a lot of people are going to come onto this live because I kind of stopped the last one. But if you are watching this as a replay, basically I go live every Sunday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's a lot of fun. All my subscribers come on. We could look at different units. You tell me what you're looking for floor plan wise, length, weight, all that good stuff, and we can tour the entire lot together. Like I said, I'm not sure how many people are going to be coming onto this live since things did get changed up a little bit, and it's getting a little darker, but we're going to try. We're going to start with the Catalina, work our way up to a premium Flagstaff. I usually put the lights on every single trailer, but today the golf cart that I usually plug into, the transmission is broken, so I won't be able to plug them in, unfortunately. So I won't be able to put on the lights, but I still want to get on here because I promise you guys I'll come on every Sunday. We'll see how many people come on, and also if you can hear my audio, let me know. But we're gonna go as long as we can, as long as we have lights, or enough sunlight. It might start to get a little too dark, but we'll start with the Catalina 154 RDX. That's what we were starting with when I had to stop my video. So if you want to know where I'm located at Albuquerque RV in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are a locally owned dealership out here, and we are going to start with a Catalina and work our way up to a Flagstaff E-Pro or Flagstaff Micro Lite, Super Lite, Classic, all that good stuff. So let's see what we got here. Kind of bummer I had to stop to restart it. Let's see. 154 RDX couples coach. We're going to start with lightweight couples coaches and work our way up. This first one is very nice. I like this layout a lot. So turn you guys around. So this is a Catalina 154 RDX. This is where we stopped before I had to stop the live. Very nice floor plan right here. 154 RDX couples coach. I love this layout, mainly because it has the U-shaped dinette in the back and a little bit bigger than the 134 RDX. This is 3,000 pounds, basically a 19 feet 6 inches. If you can hear my audio, let me know, guys. I'm sorry I had to stop it. Customers are the most important thing, so I had to go see them there. They came back to look at a unit that they're interested in, and they are interested in a Flagstaff E-Pro, and you guys know that's about as good as it gets. So you got your U-shaped dinette back here, all GE appliances throughout, stainless steel. If you are just jumping on, I'm sorry I can't plug them in. The transmission on the golf cart did break, but I still wanted to join and say hi to you guys, see if you had any questions. There is your GE refrigerator. It is 12 volt, so it cools extremely fast. Does have the roof mounted AC. It does have the heat pump too, so it will heat this area. You can kind of conserve propane. Anytime it has an electric heater, always make sure it has the gas heater too, because it's gonna suck if you have to run, your generator to run a heater. Also, if you see if you're buying a trailer out there and it has the GE air conditioner, it works amazing and it's surprisingly extremely quiet. Like I'm talking, it's quieter than like the Nobo's air conditioner. So I'm really happy with those low profile air conditioners. Sorry we had to restart, guys, but I had to help a customer. Like I was showing you guys, we did have a child go to the bathroom. What's going on? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you being on every week. I'm probably going to repeat myself a lot, but you guys are what makes this thing roll forward. So yeah, this is a nice little floor plan. Do you have a sister unit to Rockwood 2513S? I think it may be a BSDS. I have that one. I have that floor plan. Let's go look at it real quick. So usually I'll start with the Catalina. No, I did not close the deal. They're first-time buyers, and I am not like a very pushy person. Hey, Norman, I am not pushy. I want them to be happy with what they're buying. And luckily, they landed on a Flagstaff. Flagstaff is a fantastic brand. You guys know I love that brand, so I'm kind of telling them to look around too and see what else is out there, but I think they're going to land on the Flagstaff. You got to see your options out there, and usually when you look around, you kind of know that Flagstaff is a very good quality brand once you go into these other trailers, especially like a Coleman, you know. So what they are looking at is that new Flagstaff E-Pro, you know, the budget-friendly one without all the features, but it still has that really good construction. So it was perfect for them because, you know, it's their first one. They don't need all of the bells and whistles right away. I told them it's good to not buy every single thing, you know, and kind of figure out what you like and don't like. So I hope I earned their business. I'll take good care of them. They said they went to Camping World in La Mesa, and it was just weird. It's real corporate, you know, so we'll see if they come back. So this is a Flagstaff Microlite 25 BSDS. This is the one you were requesting, I think. Let me put you down because I want to show you this kitchen real quick. If you comment and I don't see it, just send it again. All right. Well, bam. So you do got your outdoor kitchen with your stove top. And what's cool is you get the stove top and the griddle. So you got the griddle right there that hooks on, or it hooks on over there. Your refrigerator outside. This is such a nice layout. This is going to be a 2025, so you are still getting the outside griddle. They stopped doing that on the 26s. Dang, it sucks not being able to put the lights on. I'm sorry, guys. Got to get the transmission fixed on the golf cart. But I didn't want to miss my live because I've been doing good every week. So you got one slide out right here. You got your rack and pinion slide system. Is it bad without the lights? Or is it doable? Because I don't like to do stuff, you know, half-ass. I like to do it all out. But show us a toy hauler that can fit a 4-seater SXS, please. That's a big fifth wheel. I mean, I have a fifth wheel that could do it, but I'll show you a fifth wheel. Or can you tow a fifth wheel? Because I think you have Tundra, don't you? Might be too heavy. So rack and pinion slide system with that theater seating, solid surface countertops. You got the oven, all Magic Chef appliances throughout. 12-volt refrigerator. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sandra. I've tried to make it as good as possible. So when the only downside to this layout that I'll explain to you before we leave is the slide out. The bathroom is massive in this thing. Like, you have plenty of room to get out and actually dry off. And the other thing I love about this layout is look at all of this linen storage. It is crazy. It's the length of my whole arm. So you have plenty of room for all of your towels and good stuff like that. Of course, I like the placement of the toilet too. Like, you have room on both sides. So if you're left-handed or right-handed, you know, you got plenty of room to do what you need to do. And then you do have a nice big shower right there. So the only thing, actually, hold on, let me finish showing you this. Look at that counter space. That is a lot of counter space in a Microlite in the bathroom. Usually they don't have that. But the one thing that I'm pointing out is travel mode. Sometimes it's a big deal to people, but sometimes it's not. On this particular floor plan, when the slide is in, it will come to this countertop right here. So if that's important to you, you will not be able to get to the bathroom or the refrigerator. Just something to consider. But because this is a rack and pinion slide system, you can put it out partially without damaging that. So it's not a big deal to me as long as it has the rack and pinion slide system. There are certain slide systems you could put out partially and some you can't. Like a Schwintek slide, you have to put it out all the way or put it in all the way. You don't want to stop halfway. This is actually a Schwintek slide. Usually it's the smaller slides. This is a wardrobe right here. And you got a hanging wardrobe right here. The slide out only comes into right about here. So what size is that side 4-seater? Is it like 14 feet? 13 feet? I'll show you a nice toy hauler real quick. So that is the 25 BSDS. I'll show you the price. This is a 25, so the prices have gone up, but 55 down to 41,995. Your dry weight is 5,912 pounds, and your cargo weight is 1,748. So, oh, and you do have a fireplace, which is pretty neat. So all real wood cabinetry, solid surface countertops throughout. Like, this is a very premium trailer. You do have one air conditioner in this, but it is all ducted. A lot of times in this size of unit, you should be good with the one air conditioner. So that's a nice floor plan. Which other ones are you considering? Because we got a lot of microlights. All right. Any Black Friday coming up? Norman, we'll give you a Black Friday sale every day. Just come see us. We'll take care of you. The Tyler Talks Travel Trailer Family Discount. All right. Let's see here. Let's show you guys. I want to show you a toy hauler because not very often do I get asked about different stuff. So we'll show a quick toy hauler and then go back to some couples coaches. How many of you guys are new here? A lot of you guys come on every week, which I appreciate a lot. Like I said, sorry I repeat myself. Surprisingly, this channel is growing quicker and quicker. I'm not the most attractive person on YouTube, so it's mine is growing a little slower than some YouTubes out there. Let's see. So we have a trailer that is called a Wolf Pack, a Cherokee Wolf Pack. This is probably more like your basic South Carolina in the house. All right. So this is called a wide body. So instead of your normal 8-foot wide box, a little bit wider. This is more of like your budget-friendly toy hauler. Like it's very basic and stripped down. Usually these are for people that don't want to go and spend 100 grand on a toy hauler. So this is going to be 30 feet 5 inches and 6,581 pounds. To South Carolina people. So look at this, very kind of basic, but the garage is massive. And they don't have those overhead beds, so you kind of can utilize the space however you want. We also can add them. We've added the beds to this. But wide body, it has the patio in the back. Will you be getting unmapped? I keep getting that question. And I told the owner we should try to get it. But we really looked at the brand and looked at the trailer and the features and options, and it's basically a Surveyor. So we were like, well, there's no point in us getting it. They do have some cool layouts though. So this is a 14-foot garage, lots of D-rings to actually put stuff in here. I do want to see one of those unmapped though. So you got your king size bed back here. Oh no, yeah, that is a king. I know you said they are similar to Surveyor, but I saw them in person. They are quite different in person. Probably like the color schemes and like the layout is definitely different too, but they come out of the same building. So the features and options should be very similar, but their layouts are freaking awesome. I will say that. They're not similar like that because they have a lot of like those taco stands, like the window opens up. It's pretty cool. I would have liked to get them, but it's not my choice. So something like this, you're looking at 50 down to 39.95 for a toy hauler. 2025. Do you have any Nobo 20.2? I don't think I've gotten any Nobos on since last week. I'm pretty sure you were here last week. We'll look at a Nobo real quick. A lot of these you guys have seen, unfortunately, because you guys are supportive and come on every week. But the 19.2, which one is that? Is that the Murphy bed? I think that's the Murphy bed. There's the taco stand. We got the E-Pro. Let's do a U-turn real quick. Feel free to ask me any questions you may have. This is, there's not as many people here today just because of me messing up and having to restart it. And then I did a minute-long live too after this. 20.2, no slide, but a private bedroom. Oh, I don't have that one yet. That one is coming though. I should have it very soon. That's gonna be a very interesting layout. I'm wondering if it's an 8-foot wide box too. So we'll look at a micro light that I've done a while back, or a Surveyor too. So a Catalina is gonna be more your traditional stick and tin build. Then it'll go to like a Surveyor. Surveyor is in the same umbrella as a lot of other brands. So like I was saying, it's gonna be in the unmapped, the R-Pod, the Ibex, no boundaries. I think I said them all. So it's like, there's like an umbrella of a bunch of different brands. So we got a little couples coach right here. Surveyor, you're gonna be all 6-side aluminum framed. So underneath, you're always able to check. You got aluminum framing throughout, so it is like a cage. Looking for a trailer to pull with a 23 GMC Canyon. I think you're the customer I'm supposed to, I meant to call you. If you sent the lead in, I was about to just call you today Do you carry Flagstaff? Can you send that message again that said, do you carry Flagstaff? A GMC Canyon. What is the tow rating? Like 6,500? I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So this is going to be 4,229 pounds and 23 feet 7 inches. The 19 RBLE. I actually have a customer that called in for this one today. So you got your theater seating. This is going to be a Schwinn-Tech slide, 7,700. Oh, you could tow like a... So I would say if it's tow 7,700, you would want to be max 5,000. On average, people put about 800 pounds of cargo in trailers. So I always tell you, a lot of people just go off just GVW. Do you carry Rockwood or just Flagstaff? So Flagstaff and Rockwood will be the same exact brand, just different decals. Flagstaff 25 FBH. That one is going to be here in like a week. I know, I heard about that one. So like I was saying, sometimes it's not good to go off of just the GVWR. Because look at this cargo. The weight of it is only 3,898 pounds, but the cargo is 1,751. So if you have a limited like weight that you can tow, if you go off the GVWR, it's going to go crazy high because of that cargo capacity, which I really doubt you'll ever put 1,751 pounds of cargo in the trailer. So always check the cargo, because you might be scratching off a trailer that you potentially really love. And then the GVWR is just super high, and then you're kind of turned off from it. Usually I would say like max people put 1,000 pounds of cargo, but I usually only see like 500 to 800. So this is a nice layout. The cargo is ridiculous on this though. 1,700 pounds of cargo is a lot. That would be my whole weight room. So you got your porcelain toilet. Got a nice linen storage right here. Looking at Murphy bed and theater seats. Oh man, the only thing people tend to forget about the cargo weight and load well above the dry weight. Yeah, yep. Then you got your nice walk-in shower. So if you want a Murphy bed with theater seating, I have one. Are you new here? Who's new here on the live? I like to see who's new here, because then I know to keep doing these, because sometimes I repeat myself. Like I said, I repeating myself, repeating myself. Let's go to have one. All right, let's check one of these out. No Boundaries is an awesome trailer if you're wanting like that suspension. If you didn't get the suspension though, you could go with the Surveyor. 25 SRK is another one we were interested in. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, welcome. You're new here. I appreciate you joining. Just know that this is not normally how I do this. I usually have all the lights turned on. It's just the golf cart I usually use. The transmission is down, so I'm not able to plug them in, but hopefully we get it from New Jersey in the house. So we will try to find this Murphy bed. I'll show you the 25 SRK. How about Flagstaff 21 SRB? Dang, you're asking all the ones I'm waiting for. I'll show you the 25 SRK real quick. Felon, California. Hey, Mike, you were on last week too. Let's see. 25 SRK is one of my favorite layouts. Let's check it out real quick. I feel bad that I can't plug them in for you. It's really messing with me. If you notice, I'm a little off. I'm like stuttering. I think I have a little OCD. It has to be exactly the same way every time or I get thrown off. So 25 SRK. A lot of you guys have seen this layout, but since you requested it, he or she, Flagstaff Microlite, they're all gonna come like right from the factory with the torsion axle. Do you have any Grand Survey 2267 RBSS? That one we just sold. I literally just had that like 3 days ago. What, I'm trying to remember too, if I have anything comparable to that. So your weight on this is going to be 5,909 pounds, 25 feet, 10 inches. So this is gonna be a full 6-side aluminum frame trailer, meaning the roof, the floor, front wall, back wall, both side walls are all aluminum. But Flagstaff goes even further because they aluminum frame under your dinettes, your bedding, everything. So this is a really nice layout because it gives you a little bit of everything. You have your dinette, you have your theater seating. I like the placement of the theater seating because it's right in front of this TV. And then you can turn this into a bed if you have the occasional, I think I have the 25 FBLS. You can turn this into a bed. So if you have the occasional guest. Now that it's winter time, this is when we start getting a big shipment of stuff in. So it sucks when you guys are requesting these and I'm like, they're almost here. The only downside to this layout, and I'm probably shooting myself in the foot, but I like to point these things out to you guys because I'd rather you know before you own one and you're like, dang it. The counter space is a little limited on the 25 SRK. But if you have a good tow rating, I have one that's a little longer, but the exact same layout in a Surveyor. 25 FBLS, 25 FBLS. Why am I drawing a blank right now on that floor plan? So you got the middle bathroom. So if you shower, you can get out and have a little privacy. You don't have to walk through the trailer. One slide out and your bathroom. Man, it's getting dark in these. Hopefully you guys can still see. Ask me any questions you might have. It does have 2 doors, so you can get to the bathroom if the slides are in. So you have one here, you could get into the bedroom and the bathroom. And then this door, obviously, so you can get to the kitchen. And I'll show you the price of this one real quick. This is a 2026. You're looking at $52 down to $44,995. So really nice floor plan right there. Again, all Magic Chef appliances throughout. Has a rear bathroom with theater seats across from an entrance. I have that one. I do have that one. Let's go see if we can find it real quick before it gets too dark. I'm almost positive I have that one. Look at this. I was so determined to get the lights on for you guys. I brought a generator and all the cords and everything. It was just way too much work. You guys would have been annoyed because it's kind of hard to plug in and talk, and then you'd have heard the generator. So 25 FBLS micro lights. Nope, not that one. I think this is it. I think this is it. It's probably dark where a lot of you guys are at already. We'd have some good light right now if that cloud wasn't in the way. Yeah, here it is. So 25 FBLS. This is either a 25 or a 24. So if you're out there wanting one of these, I got one that's a 24 or 25. We'll check. You are getting electric stabilizers on this. So you just push a button, it'll come down. And then you will get the griddle. Yeah, the brand is the best. I promise you, you can't go wrong with a Rockwood or a Flagstaff. It's just, you know, every sales guy is going to say they have the best trailer, of course. But I'm really confident with the brand. People love it. Usually people only tend to get out of a Flagstaff. Dang, let me pull this window up. It's a little too dark. Usually people only get out of a Flagstaff is if they're going up in bigger size, or if they have, you know, they have bunks and now the kids graduated. So now they're going to maybe like a super light. So they'll still stick with a Flagstaff, but they'll maybe just go bigger. Yeah, these, I like the trays too, because they're actually like a good size to, you know, you can actually eat on them. And I'm someone that likes to, you know, after I'm hiking or fishing or anything, I don't want to sit at like a stiff, rigid dinette. Counter space is a little bit limited in this one, but it does have the extension right there. Overall, really nice layout because the TV's in a good spot also. And you have the fireplace. Let's see what year this, oh, there's no price tag in it. Sometimes people come and steal the price tags out of them, so I can't tell you the price on this one. Shoot. It does have, no, it doesn't have the storage back there. Nice big bathroom in this one as well. So lots of room in this. If you want the price, just call me and I can get it for you. You'll like all of the Flagstaff layouts. They are awesome. We'll go run through a bunch of them right now for you since you're new here. So that is a 25 FBLS. Let me show you a tried and true, just awesome layout that everyone seems to love. Man, I'm sorry about the lights, guys. All right, let's see what we got over here. If you want a Murphy bed, that's a nice one too. 22 FBRS. Oh, the FKT is crazy. We'll try to go into that one real quick too. Let's see. I'm running around like a crazy person. Let's show the 22 FBS and then I'll show them the FKT. 22, he or she, I think it's, I don't know what it is. So 23 feet, 10 inches, 5,224 pounds. This is a layout that everyone loves because it's not super big, lightweight. You got a true residential queen in this thing. And then I love that because it has the theater seating. They do make one that's a foot shorter, but it's the 21 FBS, and it doesn't have theater seating, and it's a Schwintek slide, and it's a little narrower. So I like this step up because you get the theater seating versus the sofa that turns to a bed. You even have like a little workstation right here, and then your fireplace right there. Pretty cool. Nice layout. If you want an open floor concept, this is a great layout. You just can't sleep anyone in it because of the theater seating. Beggars can't be choosers. Just get them a tent and throw them outside. I appreciate you coming on. You've been coming to almost all of them since I started. So pretty nice. I will say, just pointing this out, like I say, I shoot myself in the foot, but I like to show you guys this. So if you're looking at this layout, look at how close your knee is to the bathroom door. And then if I turn you around, it's kind of tight. Like, it's not a big deal to me, but just want to point that out for you. Tell your wife you're supporting me. I need all the support I can get. All these reviewers are probably gonna start copying. They're gonna do these lives because it's a lot of fun. You just gotta get past the nervousness if you say something stupid, and I'm very good at that. Yeah, Murphy beds are one of my favorite. If I was getting a 25-foot trailer and under, Murphy bed would be the way to go. So FKT, one of the coolest layouts they came out with this year. What blows my mind about this layout is the weight. It is crazy. I don't know how. Well, for one, it doesn't have a slide out, but give it a chance. Just wait. 29 feet 10 inches and only 6,100 pounds. It's crazy. 29 feet and 6,100 pounds. It is a beauty. You can't even tell that there's no slide. Look at that. So it's a little bit wider box. Usually they'll be 8 feet wide. So now that they took the slide out and gave you a wider box, you do not need a slide. And at first I was like, yeah, if you can tow it, you might as well get a slide. But this changed my mind. Look at that. Front kitchen. But just keep in mind, your front kitchens will tend to be a little bit heavier. Yeah, everyone likes this one, Joe. It's a nice one. And then the other cool thing is this has the king bed in the back. We'll check out the price for you, David. So king bed in a trailer without a slide out, and you could still walk around it. So cool. Maybe you can get a new truck and a new trailer. Trucks are just so dang expensive now. It's crazy. Like when I saw these Riverstones that are like 200 grand, just think about how much money is going down the road. You know, you have like a $120,000 truck and then you have a $200,000 fifth wheel. Whew, that is a lot of money. So the price on this, you are looking at $52,000 down to $44,995. And again, if you look at pricing online, real quick, that table does fold down against the wall. So it's like a Murphy table. So it folds flat and then the TV comes down. Can a Nissan Armada pull it? Oh, man, that might be tough. Those things do tow a lot. Don't they tow like 7,500 pounds? Yeah, look at the big windows too. It's so nice. Once you put that TV down, you're just kicking back. Maybe you're in the redwoods. You're out on the Oregon coast. Let that breeze come in. So cool. 7,500, man, that's pushing it. That's kind of close. So if it's 6,000, you would have to only put like 500 pounds of cargo. You would have to put like 500 pounds of cargo, and that would be tough. I would be worried about going up and over mountains. But now the sun's coming up, and look at that. Woo! That's a layout. I love it. Oh, and like I was saying with the pricing, if you're new to the RV world, they make it as confusing as possible for people. Some dealerships will add prep and freight into the price, so the price will seem higher. Some will add it later. You're gonna pay for it no matter what. Hey, thank you, Happy Monarch, right? I think I said that right. Yeah, you have a good night. Thank you for always joining. All right, let me show you a Murphy bed real quick. And it's one of my favorite Murphy beds, the 22. Get the sun out of your guys' face. This is going to be a 22 SQS. Let's go check. The last model, I always forget that one. 30 FKT. Yeah, 30 FKT is your no slide layout. We should go live and go for a run in the afternoon. I run after work every day. We'll just talk about trailers while I run for an hour. I could do it. It'll keep me from running too fast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, less moving parts, one less thing to worry about. But the slide outs are pretty solid now. I wouldn't worry too much. All right, 22. Oh, I have 2 Murphy beds I'll show you. We'll start with this one because this one is very popular. I ran too far. 22 SQS. Another thing I like about Flagstaff is the frameless windows. So there's no gasket and you won't have black streaks. You know, over time, they tend to get black streaks down your walls. So 23 feet, 10 inches and 5,239 pounds. You can get this one at theater seating as well. So if you want the theater seats there, it can be replaced, which would be cool. This layout's awesome because you just get a little bit of everything. I personally like, if I was getting a Murphy bed, I would probably go with the table over the theater seating because you are getting the couch still. And those do recline. They just don't lean back. But then if you have a guest occasionally, you can sleep them. And you know, if it's raining out and the weather's bad, you could still come in here and kick back. And I'll show you how this Murphy bed is, Joe. Sometimes Murphy beds have seams in the mattress and people tend to not like that. Flagstaff and Rockwood's cool because they won't have that seam. So you pull this up and then all you do is bring this bad boy down and boom, you're done. How easy is that? So if you noticed, it was just one mattress. There was actually no seam in the mattress right there. Sometimes they'll fold. I know Winnebago, theirs fold like 3 times and it could get annoying after a while to have that crack in the back. So I love the Murphy beds in the Flagstaffs and Rockwoods just because you don't have to deal with that. And then it's just super simple. Let's say it's raining out, the weather's bad, you have guests with you. All you got to do is throw your bed up and now you have extra seating for everyone and they don't have to sit on your bed. Very nice. But if you don't want people in your trailer, just keep that bed down. And when the bed is down, you can still walk by. So if you wanted to just keep it down all the time, you could. You cannot beat trying to convince my wife to go camping. Ooh, she'll want to go once you get a Flagstaff. This is like, these are nicer than my last apartment. So a nice big bathroom. It's you really got to go look at them out in person, Joe, because like on camera, it's just really hard to tell. Sometimes people don't like the dividing wall to the main bedroom because it could get claustrophobic. Like my mom gets super claustrophobic, so she can't handle that dividing wall. So go out and look at them and check out an open concept like this, and also check out, you know, one with a dividing wall as well. All right, let's see which one we got. This one is going to be a 2026. You're looking at 44 down to 39,995. Also, if you're new here, again, sorry I repeat myself so much, but in New Mexico, we have what's called the Sunshine Law. You can get our sales tax without having a physical address here. Our sales tax is one of the cheapest in the country, which is only 4%. So you can get our sales tax without a physical address. And what else is cool is you can keep re-registering it here in New Mexico. And the cool thing about that is in New Mexico, they register it based off of the dry weight when it's a trailer and a GVWR when it's a motorhome. Fifth wheels are nice. But so going back to registering it, something the sizes that I'm showing you might be like 25, 40 bucks a year to re-register. So you're gonna save thousands on the initial taxes, and then you're gonna save, you know, thousands down the road re-registering it. Because I know in like New Mexico or in Arizona, it could be like 800 bucks. Nevada's like 800 bucks. Colorado is pretty high. And what's crazy is, yeah, you get a New Mexico plate too. So you could either get a black plate with the chili peppers, or you can get a balloon fiesta plate, which is pretty neat. But what's cool is we don't have city and county multipliers. So like in Arizona, the taxes is 6.2% as a base. Then you have city and county multipliers. That brings the average tax up to 8.6%, all the way up to 11.9%. So you could literally save half on your taxes by buying here. And shoot, I always tell people, if it ends up being even the same as the other trailer where you're located, why give the state the money? Have some fun, take a trip out here. Come hang out with me. I'll go get some green chili, take you out to some Mexican food. It'd be a good time. All right, so let's see. This is a nice layout, 25 DK. This is also another Murphy bed. This is probably one of the last new ones in the country. Oh no, that's a lie. There's definitely ones out there. But they no longer make this layout anymore, so it is hard to find new ones. 25 feet, 11 inches, and 5,704 pounds. The counter space in this thing is insane. Look at that. Holy smokes. Look at all that counter space. It almost looks fake. It looks like AI, especially because it's only a 25-foot trailer. Whoa, almost fell. So it sounds like, Joe, you're still kind of new to the construction as well. A lot of companies out there do 6-side aluminum frame trailers. Dang, $700, see? Yeah, it's a lot more. A lot of companies aluminum frame trailers, but Flagstaff goes even further. So they have aluminum frame the roof, the floor, front wall, back wall, both side walls. But what else they do is they actually aluminum frame all of your dinettes. So it's kind of hard to tell. See how it's all aluminum frame under there? That is huge. So if anything you sit on, stand on, or walk on is going to be all aluminum framed. 30 RDT is almost here. So like you got to imagine, you go and stick your knee into this to pull the shade down, and I've seen people crack their dinettes. So Flagstaff aluminum frames your dinettes, if it had bunks, and as also the front of your beds. So I like the construction of Flagstaff a lot. I would have liked a fireplace right there. That would have been kind of cool because the amount of cabinetry you have is insane on this thing. Bathroom is a little tighter, but I think I would rather have this and have all the counter space personally. Another thing, Joe, is the way they make the walls on these Flagstaffs is a lot different than most companies out there. So the way they make the walls is it'll basically go fiberglass on the outside. Then it'll go either Luan or wood behind that. Then it'll go the aluminum framing, and then your rigid block foam, and then your inner walls. Luan is a thin sheet of wood, and you've probably seen it out there. Walls, they start to get like bumpy and wavy. Whoa, getting too close. They get bumpy and wavy, and then that's an indication you actually have water damage, and now it's delaminating, so the walls are separating. This composite material is waterproof. So see how that's all wavy and moldy and all that? Basically, that waterproof material is on the outside walls and your inside walls. So it's double layered composite walls. And anytime you're looking out at trailers, they usually have guides. So you can see right here, you have your composite material. You can see how it's double layered on the outside and the inside. So literally quality construction inside and out through the whole trailer. You're also getting a torsion axle on these Flagstaffs. So it's an automotive grade independent suspension. So literally everything on it is upgraded. I want to show you guys, I wonder if I don't remember who asked for the 25 SRK, but I'm going to show you a layout that is a little better, but almost identical. The reason I like it so much is because it has more counter space. What I didn't like about that 25 SRK was that the counter space was just a little bit limited. So Surveyor is a very nice middle ground. You know, if you don't want, it's basically going to have like single layered composite walls. It's also going to have a leaf spring axle instead of a torsion. So a lot of small little details, like your countertops won't be solid surface. And let's check this one out. So that's the main difference of the Surveyor and Flagstaff. There is more than that as well. Do you have Flagstaff Microlite Surveyor? Oh, I do have that one. I will show that to you, David. We have been watching you for a few weeks. This is our first live. Awesome. Thank you for coming. A lot of people come on every week, and I feel bad for them because I repeat myself, or I'll show a lot of the same trailers. But I get a lot of subscribers every week, so I like to do this every week. 6,000 pounds, 30 feet. This is exactly like the 25 SRK, but a little bit longer. So look at all of that counter space you get. Isn't that nuts? So much better than the Flagstaff Microlite, layout-wise. So look at that. And you have the bar table and the bar stools. You can sleep an occasional guest. You got your theater seating. But like I was showing you on the other one, I can't lift it, but see how that's all wood framed in there? That's where Flagstaff kind of separates from a lot of other trailers out there. But you got your TV right there, right in front of the theater seating. Lots of counter space. You got a rack and pinion slide system, so it's nice and flush with the floor. All around, nice unit. You even have a pantry where in the 25 SRK, you do not. We'll look for the 204 MKLE next. Try to do this as long as we can while we can still see. But yeah, this is a nice middle ground. I appreciate you guys all engaging. Makes it so easy just to be able to show what you guys are saying or requesting. Got a true residential queen. Need to get this cleaned up. What the heck? But overall, really nice layout. Turn you around real quick so you guys can make fun of me. So that is almost identical to the 25 SRK. Uh-oh. Whoa. Come on, there we go. All right, let's go look for the 204 MKLE. I think I have it still. I'm hoping I do. Nope, that's not it. Nice day out. Okay, let's see. Even if this isn't it, we'll still look through it because it's awesome. 252 RBLE. I think we did sell the 204 MKLE, but we'll check. I think it is here. This is going to be 5,855 pounds. Yeah, it's tough. That's why it's nice if you come on here, you can see a bunch of layouts from the comfort of your couch and not have to go deal with the sales guy. 29 feet 7 inches and 5,855 pounds. Overall, I think this layout flows very nice. Like, it's almost perfect. What I really like is when this slide is in, you can access the countertops, the refrigerator, the bathroom, and then you can still get to the bedroom when the slide is in. So literally when you're going down the road, if you get tired, you can stop off, take a nap at the Cracker Barrel and access everything. Or if you load the fridge up, you got groceries, bam, you can get to the fridge with the slide in. And it's just positioned nicely. You know, you got the TV right in front of you, even at the dinette. So if you and your significant other are both sitting here having a meal, you could sit on the same side and watch the TV. Flows really nice. You got a fireplace, really good counter space throughout. Got your oven. I found out yesterday that Furrion air conditioners actually have like a dehumidifier in it. I did not know that. I'm not sure if it's all of them or a certain one, but it's pretty neat. So it'll, you know, they call it a dry cool, and it's kind of like a dehumidifier. You got your full walk-in. You got your pantry right here and your rear bathroom. These do have 12-volt heat pads on them, so if you do camp in cold weather, just keep an eye out for that, because these are really nice, so you don't have to keep your heater running while you're not in it. There'll be heat pads on each tank to prevent them from freezing. Nice big wardrobe, plenty of storage. Yeah, those of you guys that watch other YouTubers, leave a comment, tell people where to come when the lives go on. You get more people on here. I'm probably going to regret that though, because right now it's still easy to answer your questions. If it gets too crazy, that's going to suck. So nice bathroom or bedroom. Overall, nice layout. Let's go see if we can find the 204 MKLE. All right, any questions, any requests? We'll see, look for the 204 MKLE real quick. Ooh, we got a Flagstaff front kitchen in. That one is awesome too. That's not it. That's a 202 SSLE. Those are all bunkhouses. Thoughts of keypads in the bathroom, waterproof wise. Keypads. Thoughts of keypads. I'm not sure what that is. Keypads. Drawing a blank. I don't know what that is. Keypads in the bathroom. All right, let's see. That's a bunkhouse. Anyone wanting We live in New Jersey, but I think we need to come for a visit. Yeah, come hang out. Come see what we have out here. That is the one I just showed you. Ooh, yeah, let's look at that layout. Ooh, this one's nice too. The control panel was in the bathroom. Oh, I got you. I haven't seen anyone have issues with that at all. I do think it's kind of weird that they like split it up, but I haven't had one customer come in with issues on that. Ooh, I want to show you this layout down here. This one's really nice. Yeah, no issues with those. So this is a Surveyor, another Surveyor. This is going to be the Grand Surveyor. So they have like the Camp series, which is their really basic one. Then they have the Legend and then the Grand Surveyor. The Legend and the Grand are basically going to be the same. 253 RLS. So it looks like we did sell the 204, but I just had it. 6,740 and 31 feet 9 inches. So this is a little bit bigger, but look at this. Ooh, the sun is hitting nice now. You got your U-shaped dinette in the back with your theater seating. Nice big slide out, lots of counter space. Got your fireplace. And your U-shaped dinette. So it's hard to tell. So if I go under here, see how it's all wood? That's the difference I'm trying to show you guys from the Flagstaff. So, I mean, it's a pretty thin piece of wood. It's just something to consider. You know, it's most of the trailers are made like that. But the aluminum framing definitely is going to be an upgrade for sure. Got your middle bathroom. You start looking at too many of these and you're going to start getting confused and combining them all together. That's kind of like a rule in selling these. You don't want to show too many options because then the customers start to get a little confused. Let's show you the price real quick on this one. 61 down to 43,995. Call me now. Any requests, anything you guys want to see? I'll go to the front kitchen Flagstaff real quick. Front kitchens are awesome, but again, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot, but I'm going to show you guys something that you got to consider when you're getting a front kitchen. You do lose some stuff because of that front kitchen. I like the front kitchens though, because it gives you a lot of counter space. So this is a front kitchen, and if we walk around it, I want you to focus on the storage. Do you have the, dang it, I have the 25 MBR and it's stored back there, and I told him to pull it out for today, but I promise I'll have it out next Sunday. And I have done a tour on it. So if you type in Tyler Talks Travel Trailers 25 MBR, I've done a very long tour on it. But I'll make sure to show you that next week. So when you're looking at a front kitchen, focus on the storage. So you got that storage there. And if we walk around, still no storage, still no storage. See what I'm saying? So anytime you get a front kitchen, you tend to lose a lot of your storage. This would be your only storage right here. But there's that aluminum framing I was telling you about. Yeah, David, check it out. It's that's probably one of my favorite micro lights this year that they came out with. So anytime you're looking at a front kitchen, look at the storage if that's important to you, because you could miss that and then you buy it and you're like, oh shoot, there is no storage. There is some layouts like the Microlite front kitchen that does give you a ton of storage. It's just the layout sometimes doesn't let you get the storage. So now we're up to a super light. It'll go Flagstaff E-Pro, then you got your Microlite, then you got your super light, and then your classic. There is no differences really in the construction. The construction is all the same. I'm looking for a travel trailer with a mini split, no slide off, road suspension, all electric. Well, I couldn't read that fast. I went to Albuquerque Public Schools. If you retype it, I was looking away, I'm sorry. I don't know why they don't allow you to reread the comments. It's so stupid. So front kitchen, like I said, tons of counter space, tons of cabinetry. You got your 4-seater dinette and your theater seating. Nice little layout, 2 air conditioners, fireplace and your TV. What do they call this? A Jack and Jill? Yeah, Norman, when I got off the live a couple weeks ago and I said there's not very many like that, I'm like, what the heck was I thinking? There's a lot of layouts like this. Yeah, my bad. Sometimes I get a squirrel brain when I'm doing these tours. That was my nickname in high school, Squirrel. My coach used to call me Squirrel because he said I was squirrely. I had a problem getting into things. So a nice slide out bed. This is a queen, so that's something to consider too. Sometimes kings, you do lose a lot of walk around space. So some people do kind of prefer the, the queen over the king. What do they call that? Is that called a bullnose when it's rounded? And then a Jack and Jill. Love this layout. So nice. Anytime you get a trailer that's this size, make sure it has 2 air conditioners. You will be roasting in the trailer if you don't. So here's the price on this. This is actually very fresh. We didn't even have it when you asked, Norman, so I guess I wasn't totally wrong. 2026, 57 down to 48,995. Everything is negotiable. I hook people up when they call and they're from Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. I go to work for you because you are a customer that we potentially would have never have gotten, especially if you're out of state. So we want your business for sure. All of your Flagstaffs will have the tank heater, the normal tank heater. And I know for a fact, I always say to my videos, if they thought a tankless was better, they would give you one. Tankless water heaters tend to not do very good at high altitude. You'll have inconsistencies in the water. So you're gonna get cold spots coming in. And then in cold weather, you could get a lukewarm shower instead of a hot shower. But some of these tankless water heaters, like the ones in the Surveyors, I think they're like, I forgot the BTUs on it, but they are strong enough to handle the cold. And like even on the Catalinas, they have altitude adjustments on them as well. All right, any requests? Anything you want to see? Nobo, E-Pro, Microlite, Superlite, Classic. I'm gonna have to move this generator back out of the golf cart. They thought I was nuts inside when I was out here yanking the golf cart to turn it on. They thought I was gonna plug in every trailer. I thought I was too. Let's go look at a fifth wheel. You guys have probably seen the tour that I did, the short I did on this, but I wanna show it to you because it is so nice. So fifth wheels, we got a lot of fifth wheels as well. I just did a short on this with all the lights on. Flagstaff is officially going into 40-foot trailers, fifth wheels. They used to only do 36-foot fifth wheels, 36-foot fifth wheels, and now they came out with the first front living. And I wish I could put the lights on for you. Oh, it's way too dark. Not too bad. Freestanding chairs. You got your island, residential fridge. This thing is crazy nice when the lights are on. This table's pretty neat too. I'll put this up real quick. This table, you could pull it out and then turn it, and then you have like a little workstation right here. Next week, we'll come in this again because I can put the lights on because it's nuts. This thing looks amazing. One thing I really like about Flagstaff is they don't overdo things. When you go look at trailers, they always like make them kind of, not always, but some companies make them really tacky. And they put like too much glitter. It's like putting lipstick on a pig. I think Flagstaff keeps it to where it's not going to go out of style. Nice color tones they got. Yeah, so many couches, huh? These turn into beds. This is a huge couch too. You got your theater seating with the front window. So cool. And then the TV does come down onto the counter, into the countertop with your fireplace. If you are watching this as a replay and not on the live, this is not how I normally do it. I usually have all the lights on so you can see everything. It's just the transmission on the golf cart went out. I was ripping it too much like a race car. I better not say that. I wasn't, I promise. So anytime your bathroom is in the back of a fifth wheel, you get so much interior height. Lots of space, so if you're taller, and then you do have, and then all one solid fiberglass enclosure right there. And then we'll open this window so you can see in here. It's like a bat cave. You got your king size bed right there on a slide out. And then that mirror is pretty neat. It has a light that goes around it with like accented lighting. And then you do have your washer and dryer prep right there. Now, you guys should go with one of these. Then you got to get a bigger truck. So nice. So Flagstaff is officially doing 40-foot fifth wheels. Let's show you a Saber real quick since we still have some light out. All of my subscribers are like small couples coaches, and it's tough because now I spend hours and hours like measuring out these big fifth wheels, and then like only 100 people end up seeing it. So I don't know if I'm gonna measure every trailer when it's super big because it's a little excessive. I don't know, do you guys like the measuring of everything? It's just, like I said, I'm OCD, so if I do something, it's all or nothing. So we have Impression for fifth wheels. We have Flagstaff, Raptor for toy haulers. We have Riverstone. I'll show you a Riverstone after this as well. Saber's an awesome company because they are very innovative. Like they're the first ones to come out with the side patio, and they had the rights to it for a year. And then, so now you're gonna be seeing a lot of companies actually copying this now. Man, I should show you this. I wish it was a good sunset so you guys could see it. I'm all shaky because that energy drink. Look at this though. For those of you that live like in the South where you have tons of trees, look at these skies. Big skies out here. Small couples trailer for us around 5,000, 6,000. Yeah, a lot of micro lights for sure. Look at this. Imagine having this one. I like the measuring on the travel trailers, but I could see how it might be overkill on a huge trailer. Yeah, especially a Riverstone. Oh man, look at that. Kicking back, looking out at the view. How cool would that be? So this is a Saber 33 RLP. Man, technology is crazy nowadays. Like YouTube is only 20 years old. It's not even old enough to drink, but now it's grown so fast. You can literally watch a video live from all the way from the other side of the country. I think it's so cool. I never thought this would happen like with my YouTube. It's so neat. Look at that. You got your L-shaped countertops, solid surface countertops. Love the living room in this. Look at that. This is definitely nicer than my house. These are also very affordable because they order everything in bulk. So every Saber will have the same features, options, you know, appliances, everything. So that's how they keep the cost down on these. And then you have your sliding doors. If you put this patio up, it will actually serve as like a window up top. So you can still get light in here if you don't want it down. But man, look at that. This would be so awesome out on the coast. Pretty cool. And you could put it up manually, or you could put it up with like push the button right here if you wanted to. What do you guys think of the zebra shades? I don't know how I feel about them. Have a stroke. They call those zebra shades. You can put it like half up, half down. Overall, nice fifth wheel. This is pretty long, pretty big, and heavy. Overload of trailers I just did to you guys. So nice bedroom, walk around bed. It looks like it is a king. A lot of these trailers now, they're starting to put projectors on in the bedrooms. It's pretty cool. So that is your fifth wheel. All right. Down below, there will be a link in the description. If I deserved it, only if I deserved it, if you could leave a 5-star review for the dealership or type in Albuquerque. I know it's like the weirdest city name ever, but type in Albuquerque RV. If you could leave a 5-star review, it helps me so much. Even the owner sees that these videos are reaching people, so it helps me a lot so I can continue to do YouTube while I'm here. There'll be a link down below, or there will be just type into Albuquerque RV and then we'll pop up. If you have time to do it, You have no idea how much it helps me, because a lot of you guys are pretty far out of state, so you might not end up buying from me, but that would be like you buying from me. It makes a big difference. I had a customer like a week ago came in, and they saw the reviews that you guys had left, and they said, can we work with Tyler? We see that he's, you know, takes care of his customers. So if you could do that, there'll be a link below. This is my Friday, so it is my weekend. I usually come back on Wednesday and Thursday to start doing videos. If you're new here, every Sunday, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we go live. So next week, come back with some questions. Do I have any more questions or anything you guys want to see before I go? It is a nice day today. And don't forget, we do have that sales tax, the sunshine law, so we can order you one. Oh, no worries. We'll be back next week again. I appreciate you always joining on. Next week, I will have the 25 MBR out. It is literally right here. It's just I can't put the slide out because it's so close. It seems like everyone starts to join once I get towards the end. Any requests, last requests, I'm gonna go there and back. But yeah, if you're new here, no slide, classic. I'll show it to you real quick. I will show it to you real quick. I had showed it earlier, but you may have just jumped on. Oh no, it's a super light. They don't make the classic. If you're talking about Flagstaff, they don't make the classic, no slide classic. It's a super light. If this is what you're referring to, this is the 30 FKT. We will give you a shout when we buy next trailer. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. So this is a no slide that I showed earlier with the front kitchen. So cool. It's a little bit wider than an 8-foot wide box, but it feels like there's no slide. Like it feels like there's a slide. It doesn't feel like there's no slide. And then this table goes down kind of like a Murphy bed. Thank you, Joe. Be sure to join every Sunday, 3 p.m. at Mountain Standard Time. I am the only one doing this, and I think it's going to turn out good. We are growing. I remember when I first started this, it was just like a couple of you guys. Some of you guys still come on every week, so I appreciate it. I know I do repeat myself a lot, so just know you jumping on and liking and all that stuff does help the engagement. It's helping the channel grow. I feel like I have to work a little harder than a lot of these other reviewers out there, so that's why I put all the measurements. I talk super in depth with the trailers. So if you are new here, this is not my normal style of tour. Usually I go like 50 minutes into one trailer and go through every little thing, open every drawer. So if you're new here, check out some of my other tours, and I hope you guys have a good evening. It's my weekend and I'm gonna have some fun, go work out, and we'll see you guys next week. I appreciate you guys so much for joining.